We're back with Brian Giles, and we're at the Elgin Road Wizard. Brian is the sweeper product manager for Elgin Sweeper Company. And Brian, talk about this new design Road Wizard.
Thanks, Ranger. Well, this is our brand new Road Wizard, and it kept a lot of the old pieces from the Road Wizard, but it's also adopted a lot of nice new pieces. We've updated the broom segments, and we've updated the broom mechanism to have hardened carbonitrided pins, just like we've done on our broom bear, for long life and less maintenance. We've adopted the lift style from the old broom bear, the robust style lift, but this still has the large 5.5-yard hopper on it. So we've maintained that larger stature hopper that the Road Wizard design has had.
All right.
We've maintained the robust main broom device that we've always had on the Road Wizard. This was very, very popular. People really liked it, so we've adopted this now across the board on the new Broom Bear and Road Wizard. Just like the old Road Wizard, the controls for down pressure are available back here in the engine compartment as opposed to in the cab. They're available either way. You just have to pick and choose as you're ordering the machine.
So on the Broom Bear, we saw that it was in the cab, and here we see that it's
That's right.
back here. So what's the advantage of having it back here?
There's two things that people appreciate by having them back here. One is, in many cases, the users would prefer that the mechanic set the down pressure and just let the operator put the brooms out and put the brooms away and not mess with the down pressure. The second thing is, it actually allows you to watch the broom from back here outside of the cab and get a real good feel for what your pressure is. So it's almost a little more accurate, if you will, from doing it outside here. That's what people really like, that feature on the old Road Wizard. Now, the Road Wizard, of course, remains the 2-engine platform as opposed to the Broom Bear that was the single-engine platform. There is a change here between this Road Wizard and its predecessor. As you can see, this has a Cummins 74 horse as opposed to a Deere 80. Now, interestingly enough, we challenged the engineers to say that the horsepower available on a Road Wizard is very important to the people that buy it as a heavy construction machine and as a millings machine. So they put their heads on it, and they have actually gotten more horsepower to the brooms with this 74 than they did with the Deere 80 due to improvements in the hydraulic system.
And there is a breakover at 75 horsepower in terms of regulations.
And absolutely right. And that's one reason we tried to get to the 74. It is certainly lower maintenance. There is no complex after treatment on this truck, even though it is a Tier 4 interim engine. So we're very proud of that fact that we've managed to get the latest emission engine packaged with really no change or effect to the customer with after treatment or excessive heat or any of the things we might associate with some of the newer emission technologies.
Talk about the hydraulics over here on this side. What are we looking at?
Okay, this is one of the keys to getting the performance out of this machine. It's hard to tell from where we're standing, but there are actually 4 separate gear pumps there. So we have dedicated a gear pump segment to each one of the pieces of sweeping equipment. So therefore, the main broom gets one, the elevator gets one, and each broom gets one. Why that's important is that means that it only takes the pressure in that system to whatever is required to move that component, which means there's no waste energy just going into heat in that portion of the system.
Very good.
Doesn't mean you don't have to have a cooler on it. You still have waste heat in the hydraulic system, but it really increases the efficiency of the system, which allows us to actually put more power to the ground while going down 6 horsepower on the engine. We're extremely proud of that, and we think that customers are going to see that in lower maintenance. They're certainly going to see it in lower fuel consumption.
And your water pump supply system is over here?
Yes, this water pump supply system is a hydraulically driven centrifugal stainless steel housing pump. We feel it's very important to have good pressure and good flow for when you need it. So this pump can produce quite a bit of water at quite a bit of pressure. So dust control is never an issue on here. In fact, This particular unit doesn't have the PM10 package on it, but it's the same hardware pump-wise that it would if it had the PM10 package on it. It's simply a slight change in the nozzles.
Okay.
So we're really getting excited about good dust control performance, as we're getting a lot of feedback that's saying our customers are really having a problem with the amount of dust we're creating. We've also added a little water. We used to have 350 on the Road Wizard. We're now up to 360 in the standard configuration. Got a little bit more water in the tank, so ought to keep you pretty well dampened for quite a while.
Yeah.
Let's look at the main broom here just a little bit more. If you've had a Road Wizard before, this is going to look familiar. This is our Carryover Shield that, of course, is completely flexible, and you can hit it and kick it and everything else, and you won't damage it. People really love that. Really keeps the material up against the broom, but does not get damaged.
So what do you think, audience? Should we test that? Let's give it a shot.
That's it. Kick that all you want.
Yeah, can't even see a mark on it.
Okay, here we've adopted the side panels and the clamshell doors in exactly the same concept that we had on the Broom Bear. Of course, the only difference is we don't have quite as much storage back here because we have an engine back here, but we of course still have the drawer, the tool drawer, and the rake and shovel rack. Again, you can never have too much storage in the back of this one.
I'll take a shot of your sign here. Okay. Well, very good. And this is a machine that has been out, as I understand it, about 6 months.
This machine's we've been taking orders for about 6 months and have been delivering probably for about 4.
Okay.
So even though they're both new between the Road Wizard and the Broom Bear, the Road Wizard is the oldest.
Gotcha. Well, tell us how to get hold of the company.
Sure. You can look us up on the website at www.elginsweeper.com. And there's plenty of contact information on there if you want to call us.
All right. Sounds good.
Great.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Ranger.